Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Jerry here, bringing you another commentary. I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression on the new Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And if you can see, I'm playing on the map Throwback. This is one of the better, worse maps. This is probably one of the best maps in the game, but in the beta so far. So that tells you something, because this map isn't even really that good, to be honest, but it is the best one that they have in the beta available. And there's a lot of talk about this game. Just a lot of good and bad things they did in the game. So first I want to talk a little bit about the movement. The movement's pretty much the same as Black Ops 3. I don't know why I always forget what it's called. Boost jump jetpack. I think it's called boost jumping. Not too, or jetpacks, or what, thrust jumping. There we go. So the thrust jumping in this game is not as, it's slower than Black Ops 3, but as soon as you get going, it's pretty much the same thing, to be honest. This game is literally just a copy of other Call of Duty games down to everything. And the movement, the running, the wall running, that's all normal, just like Black Ops 3 was. There's not too much to say about the movement, really. It is what it is. Like, Call of Duty movement's usually good, like all the time. The movement's pretty good in Call of Duty. The feel of the game is pretty good majority of the time, so there's not really much to say about that. As for the weapons, I'm using the MV4 right now, and I absolutely love this gun. This is by far my favorite weapon in the beta. Actually, I dropped 70. I went 77-4 on Frontier, the worst map in the game. I went 77-4 with this gun, with the silencer. I'm always rocking silencer, guys. I'll tell you guys about that later, but yeah, dropped 177-4. That was my best gameplay so far. The MV4 is by far the best weapon in the game. Also, I don't really, it's that submachine gun with the nuke on it. I don't remember the name of it. That would probably be the best submachine gun, or the, yeah, I would say that's the best submachine gun. Well, for me personally, I found that when I use that, I got the most kills. It's not the best for long range. That one that looks like the Vector, I don't remember the names of any of these guns right now. So that one, they also have the Wreck. That's pretty good, 3-round burst. The thing about that gun, the fire rate is just too, the in between bursts are just too slow. Up close, it's really easy to get one burst kills with that weapon. The thing is, up close, it's not really good, and that's why I think that's why a lot of people aren't using it, because the fire rate isn't good enough. And the MV4 is good close range, medium range, and long range. I'm using the silencer, so the range is the damage done is reduced a little bit. I literally used every single last gun in the game. I made sure I tried every single last gun. The shotguns are they're alright. I think the shotguns need a little bit of a buff on the range. I forget, when I was using it, some of the range for the guns were just, it didn't even make sense using it. I might as well have been running around with my knife. Point blank range, it takes like 2-3 shots sometimes with some of these shotguns, and I'm like, this reminds me a lot of MW3 when the shotguns were just terrible. Now these shotguns aren't, I probably shouldn't have used MW3 as a reference, but they're not as bad as that. But they're good, they're just not good. Will I be using them? No, I won't be running around. Maybe for fun or something like that. I wouldn't be running around with the shotguns. Submachine gun class, you have all the submachine guns are pretty good. The ERAD is really good. When you're first starting out, that's probably the best gun to use. Then for the ARs, you have the Wreck, you have the MV4. I don't think I remember any other game names for any of the other guns, but all the assault rifles are pretty good. The best one is definitely the MV4. So far in the beta, that things can change when the game comes out, updates and stuff. Even in the second week of the beta, things can change, updates and stuff like that. So this is going to be my go-to gun when the beta gets live again for the second week. And for the I use the LMGs too. The best LMG is, I believe it was called the Raw, and that thing is just devastates everybody. It's honestly probably I want to say it's too good, but this is how light machine guns are supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be low mobility and high output of damage, and you're supposed to be able to just destroy people instantly. And with this gun, that's what you can do. The fire rate's not too fast. The damage is really high. I think it was a 3-bullet kill. I'm pretty sure damage is really high on it. Even the mobility wasn't too bad on it. I gotta say, the other LMG that was in the game, I didn't like. I just used it for one game. I couldn't play with it again. It's just completely terrible. And the sniper rifles, I suck at sniping. I did use the snipers, but I suck at sniping, so I didn't do good, obviously. But snipers are OP. if you can snipe, you're even decent at sniping, half decent at sniping, you're gonna dominate the game. You're dominating everybody. I remember getting into games and nobody could kill me, but anytime I seen a sniper, I would die. It got to the point where whenever I seen a sniper, I would just run away. Close range, far range, it does not matter. These snipers will take you down instantly. And it's just, they definitely have to do a nerf or something, because I'm not one to really complain about anything in games or anything like that, complain about in-game stuff, but I found myself complaining a lot when these snipers were killing me, man. It was just killing me one-off streaks, man. I remember one time I had my specialist out, and you think, oh, the specialist would be the fastest time to kill weapon in the game. Like, you'll be able to kill anybody with no matter what regular weapon they have. But when they have snipers, it's a no-no. When you see, if you have a specialist out and you want to keep it and you see a sniper, you better run away. Because I was shooting at this dude I was not missing. Then whoop, I'm dead. This is all it takes is one shot to end you. That's all it takes. One shot to end your streak and whatever you're doing. So the snipers are definitely the best guns in the game. It is by far, any sniper is the best gun in the game. As long as you hit your shots, you are definitely killing them. They said it was going to be, and this is the thing, they said it's going to be really hard to snipe because you're going to have to basically get headshots for one-shot kills. And I'm out here getting shot in the foot and dying, so I'm getting shot in my big toe and I'm getting dropped. Like, yeah, so I don't really appreciate Infinity Ward lying about that. They lied about a bunch of stuff, but it's whatever. They just wanted people to play the game. They're so desperate to get people to play the game, and it's kind of sad because they kind of suck now since MW2. They really haven't done really anything. As for the maps, oh boy, the maps are just god-awful. Frontier is probably the worst map in existence. It should not, when they release this game, it should not be in here at all. That map just needs to be erased from the files. It shouldn't be a Call of Duty map. That map is just too crazy, man. To be honest, this is the only way I was able to play it. I had to camp in one of the stairways, or if you don't want to do that, you have to keep moving. Or you have to stay in the back of the map so they can't flank you, because spawns are just terrible in this game, especially for domination. And any other game mode is just it's complete chaos. There's no flow to any of the maps. Like I said, this map I'm playing on right here, Throwback with the MV4, this has to be the best map. This is probably going to be the best map in the whole entire game. I'm not just including the beta, I'm talking about the whole game, because you already know they're showing their best stuff in the beta here to get people to buy the game, and these are pretty much they're saying these are their best maps. And if these are their best maps, I don't have any hope for this game. Is going to die really fast, and people are going to be returning their game. People aren't going to be buying these games. One of the most important thing in Call of Duty, in my opinion, are the maps. Now, let's say like games like Black Ops 2, MW2, even Modern War. I never played Modern Warfare the first one, but I'm guessing it does. They have good maps. Like MW2 has Afghan. They have Terminal. They just have a bunch of good maps. I don't really remember all the maps from MW2, so I can't really say them all right now. But Black Ops 2 had Raid, which is arguably the best. Raid and Standoff, which are probably the two best Call of Duty maps I have ever played, and well-balanced maps. They also have Slums. Black Ops 2 has a couple other ones. Black Ops 1 has some really balanced maps. Black Ops 1 gave us Firing Range. That was probably one of the best maps. Trey, we need Treyarch back. We need Treyarch for another year. That's what we need. Because these kids had 3 years to make a game, and they can't do it. Like, what's going on, man? Like, you're given 3 years, and these are the best trash maps you can come up with. It's just ridiculous. This is the Throwback would have to be the least hectic map. I will say that. And the maps, they just have no flow. They're really chaotic. You don't really know what's going on. You get shot in the back plenty of times. I've been spawn killed in this game. I've spawned up with some guy shooting at somebody else, and I have died. I have spawned up and ran right out my spawn and died instantly. He was just waiting there. So a lot of spawn issues. This game, like I said earlier, I'm always running Silencer. Silencer is a must when you're playing this game, because you don't know where the enemy. This reminds me exactly of Advanced Warfare. You don't know where the enemies are coming from. And it's crazy just how the maps are designed. That I don't know if they did this on. I want to hope they didn't do this on purpose, because if they did this on purpose, they just did an awful job. And I'm constantly running Silencer because you don't know where the enemies are coming from. They're coming from anywhere, and it's really frustrating when you don't even have an ideal of the side of the map they're on if you know how to use your mini map, but you don't know where they're coming from. There's so many flank routes and stuff like that. It gets to the point where it gets frustrating, and you playing the game, it shouldn't be frustrating. All the good players like to get kill streaks and stuff like that, and the kill streaks in this game are just awful. At one point I just started running UAV and counter UAV because it just made no sense to use anything else. This game is alright. So Wardens, I get those all the time. Those are complete trash, shouldn't be in the game, need to be taken out or need to be buffed. What was that one? The best, I used the 2 highest score streaks. I don't really remember the name. Let me see if I can find the name really fast for you guys, because it's really sad that it's let me see if I can find this. I know. Okay, it's called the Apex AP-3X and the RC8, the 2 highest kill streaks in the game, and they do absolutely nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. Like, what's the point of having kill streaks if they can't get kills? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know if... And this is not the first time they did this. They did this in Ghost too. And Ghost kill streaks completely suck. These score streaks completely suck. People ask to get the score streaks in Ghost buff. They never do. And it's the same situation again. It's like after Modern Warfare 2... Modern Warfare 2, some of the best kill streaks in Call of Duty history, period. Modern Warfare 3, even they had some weak score streaks, but not compared to Infinite Warfare and Ghost. This is just horrendous. These score streaks, they're not worth it. They're not worth the hassle of getting it, then dying one off. Like, it's just too much. I got the 2 highest score streaks in the game, and in total, the RC8, the second highest score streak, it got me 0 kills. The first highest kill streak got me around like 7 kills, I think it was. They're just not good. The best score streak, in my opinion, to use is a Thor. Even then, sometimes it doesn't work out because it takes too long to drop to the floor. And these guys, in this game, there's so much cover to go to. So there's no really open spot that you can get. Like when they're, especially on Frontier, you can use it. That map, I actually used it. I got like 5 Thors on that map. That's how I dropped my 77 and 4 gameplay. And I actually found a way to use Thor really effectively on that map. I won't tell anybody because I want to keep that secret to myself. But like these, a lot of the maps, they have a lot of cover so you can run into and stuff like that. So it doesn't work out too well. Again, I don't know how the other maps are going to be in this game, but then again, these are, I'm assuming, the best maps they have, and they completely suck. And the score streaks aren't really worth getting, and when you're dying off your score streaks, it's really frustrating. And there are some like specialists and stuff that are pretty good for you to get. That they copied a lot from other games. They copied the Reaper, they copied Combat Focus, Overdrive. They just ripped this game straight out. This is like a dumbed down version, a very watered down version, a sucky version of Black Ops 3. And you can always count on Infinity Ward to bring you the worst content ever. And the specialist abilities, I only seen people using like a couple of them. Some of them don't really, it's not really effective. I haven't really seen people using that sniper one too much. Mostly I see people using the one that sprays like a bunch of bullets out, and the dual death machines, or whatever you want to call them. And people have been using that one gun with like the laser gun that locks on the enemies. Those are the 3 main ones I've been seeing. And there are some, I'm not gonna lie, there's some, well, it's nothing we haven't seen before. They have ping in the game, which was actually a perk in Ghosts. Now it's one of the traits for the specialist ability. So these guys aren't really bringing us anything new, to be honest. They also have that one specialist that makes you go faster after every kill. That's not, we've seen that in Ghosts and Crank. These guys literally haven't been bringing us anything really new, or there's some new things, but there's nothing really. This game is literally a copy of Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3. It's like a combination of all 3 of them. This game is definitely, by far, I would say 100 times better than Advanced Warfare and Ghosts. I can tell you that. And I'm probably making it sound as badder than it actually is, or worse than it actually is. But then again, this game is bad. It's not. I think they're trolling us at this point. I think Infinity Ward we just got trolled. That's how I feel about this game. And who knows? This is the first weekend of the beta. Who knows how this is going to turn out? Updates, the game's probably going to be different in the second beta. Who knows? Infinity Ward can't do nothing right. They didn't even start their beta on time. There's people waiting 7 hours after the beta was supposed to be live, and they can't even get on the game. They can't play. I said in one of my other videos, I played 5 matches in like 5 hours, and that's because I was waiting for. I'm not even going to get into that again, but there's people waiting like 7 hours to play the beta that couldn't get on, and that's just ridiculous. One of the worst beta launches ever. Infinity Ward is failing right now, and I really hope they're trolling, because if they're trying with this game, they need to scrap this whole game and just we'll play Black Ops 3 for another year, or go back to old Call of Duty, because this is I'm telling you guys. And when supply drops, this game is not going to turn out right at this rate. I really hope and the thing is, this game has a lot of potential. It does. And one more thing, the mini map is just terrible. It's like a rectangle now. Like, what's that all to like? I was trying to look at people like far ahead. I actually had to turn so I can get like the long ways of the radar to look at that direction, so I can see where they are. I'm not too sure why they made the radar so bad. I don't know why they. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what they're doing. They're trolling. They're having fun or something. I hope they're trolling. I really hope they're trolling, because if they're trying with this game, yeah, Activision needs to find other people to make games. At this rate, if this game stays like this, I'll probably still play it just because I play competitive and I like playing competitive. I like playing against people of higher skill rank than pub people. Pub people aren't really that good, to be honest. There are some people in pubs that are just crazy at this game, but competitive players, I just like the feel, you know. And what was I about to say earlier? I forgot. Oh yeah. So there's going to be updates. They still going to have to do updates for the second beta when it comes out. Then after that, they could do more updates and stuff like that. So who knows how this is going to turn out. But like I was saying earlier, this game has a lot of potential. They've got to fix some stuff. I feel like they got to buff a few of the weapons, buff all the score streaks, because I'm just out here playing UAV and counter UAV because everything else is pointless to use. Buff the score streaks. The perks I didn't really talk about the perks too much, and that's because I feel the perks how they are now aren't going to be the same, so I didn't really feel the need to talk about it. Everything else seems to be a big issue, and Infinity Ward has a record of not listening to anybody, considering the fact that they lied to us twice, and they said in Ghost you couldn't quick scope, and they said in this game you couldn't quick scope. And I was getting quick scope in Ghost, and I'm getting quick scope now. I mean, like, I'm getting quick scope. I had to back out of matches because I just couldn't take it anymore. And I'll be sure to bring you guys another update, my second impression on Infinite Warfare after the second beta comes out, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about the game after that. Then I'll also do another one after when the full game is released, about, I'll say a couple days, probably a day or two after the full game's released. I'll let you guys know my final thoughts on the game and what I think needs to be improved, what I think they need to fix and stuff like that. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you guys for everybody this is probably one of the longest videos I have on my channel. Well, the longest video of me talking, but if you guys enjoyed, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you did not enjoy, I don't know what to tell you. You can also leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're here this long and you didn't enjoy it, I don't know why you're here. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Peace out.